It takes effort to maintain misery or dissatisfaction, the same way it takes effort to make more happiness or satisfaction. Look at an addict, for example. Pick any method of coping: drugs, work, food, material possessions. Let's use cocaine. Not actually. It's a painful mess. Cocaine, for example, the user will be eventually consumed by it and wildly adventurous and diligent in acquiring more to maintain. Our own misery goes the same way. It takes abiding and finding more to maintain no change. This trouble may be harder to locate, being mostly invisible. I want to be clear also about that roll of the dice we are all subject to. The fact that pain, misfortune, and horror can come through no faults of our own. So this leads me to discernment. How can we work with what we do have to make more function and well-being? I want to look into shame and grandiosity because we all deserve to be free from contempt inwardly and outwardly. And to know and feel the strength of being enough. Grandiosity is having to put someone down to feel good, in large or small ways, in your mind or outside. Grandiosity is poison to both self and others simultaneously. This isn't a moral stance, but a fact of growth-crushing science. The opposing, also shitty force is shame. Equally as soul-slaughtering, shame is the inverse of grandiosity, or going one down or less than to protect from more shame. If this topic feels stupid to you, you may be in one of these positions. Our culture is set up in a fashion that thrives on shame and grandiosity. Oy. This keeps us starving while striving to feel like we are enough. In the up and down of grandiosity and shame, we will never be enough. We are taught to feel superior rather than good and sturdy. Better than and less than has no substance or nutritional value. It's like cocaine rather than rice and beans. It can also be the pursuit of sending thumbs down or requiring thumbs up, among many more. Everything seems to be on a spectrum, and this up-down business has healthy versions. In the same way, a hammer can kill a family or build their house. Healthy shame allows us to locate and work with less healthy parts of ourselves to grow and be improving. Healthy grandiosity puts our feet on the floor every morning, keeping us in pursuit of our own value and power while protecting it. So I invite you to gain more awareness. We go up, down, up, down, all day. This style of inner dialogue helps nobody. It stifles our senses, choices, actions, and energy. Caffeine won't help either. Our ego mind wants to dissolve growth and live in fear, sameness. You could carry the process of noticing this in your mind only, but that ego mind will more likely distract and forget. You could try with a small bit of paper and divide the page between up and down. Carry it for a day or a week and put a little mark, like a straightened nail, on the appropriate column when you catch yourself going one up or down, especially in your mind. This will give you more information on your particular style or brand. Taking yourself seriously enough to consider your own power and value is already worth feeling pride in. It is an ongoing process for me, but it's much like building muscle. I get stronger and faster even a little bit each time. If I'm going in that one up down, ironically, I won't feel that progress. I'm working with my own process now of one down and up, and I've discovered it destroys creativity and joy. I've needed not to look at subscribers lost, gained, views, comments, or thumbs on these last couple videos because it would alter my quest for writing, speaking, and doing for me from my heart, to try and help others even a little bit. That said, I thank you for being here with me and the support. Try to keep yourself in that good moderate place and feel the energy mutate. You might need less coffee. I'll end with a quote from a man who has written some great books. One called I Don't Want to Talk About It, and his name is Terrence Real. Terry went to a Maasai village in Africa to meet with the elders. He asked what makes a good warrior, and an elder stood up and said, I don't want to talk about what makes a good warrior. I want to talk with you about what it takes to be a great warrior. Now, to be a great warrior, when the moment calls for fierceness, nobody fucks with you. And when the moment calls for tenderness, you're not tender. You are very, very tender. And a great warrior knows which is which.